Growing up, I was spoiled. Um, just I was given everything a girl could ever want in life, whether it was toys or clothes. But there was one thing that I never really understood, and that was love. I never really knew what it felt like to be loved unconditionally. I was loved for all the wrong reasons, and I never really knew why. Until one day I did. Yes, I was a spoiled child. Everyone loved me and adored me. And yet again, for the wrong reasons. If only I had listened and took note, like really took note. But how do you do that when you're just a kid? I mean, my body has been through so much pain and so much hurt. Like, the older you get, the more you realize things, and the older I got, I realized a lot, and that the love I was getting wasn't the love that any child was supposed to get. I mean, being loved was supposed to feel like you were being loved for the right reasons, like the way that God loves you unconditionally, no matter how you look, what mistakes or choices you make in life, or no matter what you go through, God loves you unconditionally. And no matter how you look like, God loves you. But I was just seen as a pretty face. The pretty face that everyone wanted to love and give attention to. But was that enough? Yes, I've been abused physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, verbally, and I've been harassed. But what can you do when you're just a kid? Is a kid supposed to go through so much and nobody listens? I felt like I was alone and there was nobody to get me out of that hellhole that I was living in. And you go through so much emotions, and there's just so much things going through your mind. And at first I was okay with it because I was young, I was a kid, so I thought that was the love I was supposed to be getting. All I wanted was just love and attention and affection, and not knowing that I was just seen as a pretty face. I was used for all the wrong reasons. And the pain that I've gone through, I do not wish upon anyone else. This is hard for me to talk about, just thinking about it. and with so much going on right now, it's hard. I might be the happiest person on earth. Like, I'm so happy. I'm a positive person. I love spreading love and positivity and happiness everywhere. Because I wouldn't wish this life upon anyone else, and going what I've gone through, I've realized that God is with me every step of the way. He has brought me this far in life. I came out stronger. I mean, I went from a victim to being a survivor, so I must say I'm stronger than I've ever been before, and thank God for that. But knowing that you've gone through so much, just being seen as the pretty face and everyone using you, like, I felt dirty and mistreated, which is sad. But what can I do, because I was just a kid. And now every day of my life, like, this is hard. Every day of my life I think about it. I get nightmares. There are so many nights where I just can't sleep at all. I go through so much sleepless nights. So yeah, it's been hard. But I guess that's just life. Knowing that you're being sexually assaulted, alright, just thinking about it, like, you don't expect it to happen to you until it does, but thinking about it, and just how his hands are all over your body and there's just nothing you can do about it. Like, you are so traumatized. You can't move. And honestly, I thank God that I've survived it, that I'm here today, I'm strong. Like, I've been in and out of hospital, I've been sick, like really sick, but I made it this far by the grace of God, and I'm thankful for that. What human being goes through 10 years of that and still stands strong? I'm so proud of myself for that. For standing strong and for making it this far. And the saddest part is that the people that did all those things to me are still fighting. They are still fighting me. It's like trying to get over something, moving on, and then like this heavy mountain, like just this massive mountain or building comes falling onto you and just damaging you and breaking you into tiny little pieces. And then you have to pick up those pieces again and just restart all over again. And it's hard. It's really hard. And knowing that you have to do that alone, it's even harder. I know I have God, but I mean down here on earth, it's harder. But I guess this is my life. And I guess we all go through different stages in our life, through different paths, different journeys. But this is way too much for one person to handle. Yes, I'm not going to lie, I've wanted to commit suicide so many times and I could not succeed. I guess God just didn't want to take me just yet, because He knew that there are better things in store for me. But I mean, it's really hard, and there are so many times where I have breakdowns. Like my mood just changes out of the blue for no reason at all. I'll be the happiest go lucky person one day for a few minutes and then just sad. I'll just break down and cry and feel like doing nothing, but I do not show that to people. Like, you will never see that side of me. Never. I guess that's just the person I am. Because all I want in this world, all I want to show people is happiness, joy, success, and that God really does exist. Society is just way too judgmental and negative for me to be negative and judgmental. I'm just not that type of person. So I'll go to my room or wherever, take a walk or just go wherever and just let all the tears out. Just break down and cry. And nobody has seen that side of me. Nobody wants to see it. I'll let nobody see it at all. You know, the funny thing is that all my life I've ever just wanted love and attention, and I got it, which made me happy, not knowing that it was just for all the wrong reasons. Every guy I've ever known, every guy that used me and abused me, has just seen me as the girl with the pretty face, the pretty smile, the sexy body. And I'm not gonna lie, that made me feel special. But I was young, so what did I know about love or life? You see, growing up being abused in all kinds and types of ways and being used, and nobody teaching you the real definition of love or the way you're supposed to live your life. You just accept anyone and anything as it comes. You see and hear so many stories and things happening, and you don't expect it to happen to you until it does. And when it does happen to you, it drains the shit out of you. It sucks all that life out of you until you can't anymore. and me going through what I've gone through, I'm just speechless. And just when you think you're getting back up on your feet again, life just knocks you down. And then you have to start all over again. And the cycle repeats. You know how hard that is? Living your life like that every day, knowing that you are trying so hard and doing your best, but just it's like you're not doing enough. Like you're trying so hard, but at the same time you're not trying hard enough. And I mean, what guy would want to date a broken girl, a messed up female? What guy would want to have a broken wife? Society is way too concerned about other people's opinions and judging other people, criticizing, not knowing what the other person has gone through, not knowing their journey and their past and their background. Yes, people spread rumors about me each and every day. People talk bad about me each and every day, but I don't let it get to me. It just doesn't bother me because I know exactly what I do and what I don't do. I know who I am and what I've done. I know me, I know my past, I know my background, I know my journey. If only society knew me. But you don't. I grew up having everything I've ever wanted. But the older you get, the more independent you become. It gets harder. And with everything that I have going on in my life right now, it's harder. It's hard. And it's not easy. Like, I've hustled, I've worked hard, I'm independent. Yes, there are a whole lot of ups and downs that you're gonna have to go through, difficulties, struggles, but somehow it becomes harder and more difficult. And knowing that you have to go through that alone and moving around a lot, how does it become easy? Or does it just stay like that forever? You only choose to see what I show you, and that's about it. Don't think you know me because you don't. All the breakdowns, going to sleep at night crying, knowing that you're trying but it's just not good enough. And there's nobody that can help you. It's just you and God. Oh, that hurt, it pain for 10 years. Wow. If only people knew what I'm going through. It's hard to explain. And I choose to stay the happy person that I am, smiling, being the positive person that I am, and not showing anyone this side of me, because it's hard and it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to take in, talking about it, telling people my story, hoping to get justice, hoping that people will hear me and listen to me. Just really listen. But people are just way too quick to judge. So what can you do? I'm thankful each and every day that I have God by my side and that God listens. God is watching over me. He's protecting me. God is with me each and every day. And He's just there. He's always there. And He's never left my side or abandoned me. Even though I feel so lost and broken and abandoned. Nobody will ever understand.